Dysregulated. What does the term dysregulated mean? This is kind of a psychological neuroscience term that gets thrown around a lot, and a lot of people actually don't know what it means, but it's a great term to know because it describes what happens in our mind and body and nervous system, and gives us an explanation and gives us a handle on how to re-regulate. So dysregulation. So imagine that you have a car and it has two systems in it. It has the acceleration and it has the braking system. So when you want to go faster, you use the acceleration. Then when you want to brake, you use the braking system. So there's two systems within the one car. And just like in our nervous system, we have the sympathetic nervous system that is for speeding up and going faster, responding to challenges, responding to stimuli, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which means it's when we rest and digest and relax. And so when we get dysregulated, it's when the parasympathetic nervous system, when we are constantly accelerating, when we're constantly responding to stress. But the thing is, with our brains and bodies, we don't necessarily have to be in the middle of an actual stressful situation. You know, the proverbial tiger chasing us in the forest. We could just be thinking about that meeting that happened 3 days ago, or that conversation that we're going to have in an hour, or that we're driving into work and we're a little stressed about work, or it's the afternoon in work and we're tired and ready to get off, and our brains can keep going over and over and over again, all the stuff swirling around in our heads, and our brain is feeding that information into our acceleration system. So we might not actually be in a stressful situation, but the content of our thoughts in our brains are feeding stressful stimuli into our acceleration system, and we can start to get stressed. We can start to get activated. We can start, our adrenaline and cortisol can start to run, and we can just feel constantly stressed. And the issue is that our nervous system and our brain and our body and our level of calmness is not regulating well enough. Hence, we feel dysregulated. So to be masterful with the management of your own body, with your own energy, with your own thoughts, is to know how to regulate yourself and regulate your nervous system. And that's what I do as a coach with a lot of my clients, is teach them mental fitness muscles and practices to quickly regulate their nervous system, to regulate their thoughts and emotions and mind, so that they can thrive and flourish and use their gifts, their core gifts and strengths, from a place of love and wisdom rather than from a place of stress and adrenaline and cortisol. So this is my little tidbit announcement about what the heck the term dysregulation means and how we can use that knowledge to put practices into our life so that we can thrive and feel like we're operating with love and wisdom rather than from stress.